Work began today on removing thousands of oysters from the Raritan Bay as part of an order from the State Department of Environmental Protection. The DEP ordered an environmental group to remove the shellfish because officials feared contaminated oysters could get into the food supply. But as Ed Rogers reports, the environmentalists say the DEP's monitoring program is the real problem.
They began taking the reef balls and other structures out of the Keyport Harbor today. Some 50,000 oysters will be destroyed. The State DEP ordered the New York, New Jersey baykeeper to end the experimental reef project last month, fearing that poachers would take the oysters, which lie in contaminated waters. The environmental group says it had been given the go-ahead to create the reefs last year and that they were beneficial.
And the oysters, they filter water, 30 to 50 gallons a day. An adult oyster can filter to cleanse water. They provide reef structure, so habitat. We're finding that fish are using the reef structure already. They're not anywhere else outside of the reef. They provide a foraging area for shorebirds.
The DEP would not allow the oysters to be transplanted to the Shrewsbury River, and the baykeeper says funding requirements would not allow the oysters to be moved to the Delaware Bay, an alternative suggested by state environmental officials. DEP Commissioner Bob Martin was unavailable for an on-camera interview today, but in a statement said the department had to take the action to protect the $790 million a year shellfish industry, saying that if someone were to get sick, people might stop buying New Jersey-grown shellfish. The DEP issued the order to protect the public health, but the move may have put the department's shellfish monitoring program under scrutiny. In June, an FDA report found a shortage of patrols to monitor contaminated shellfish beds.
We think that after the DEP has made such a public stance about our program, that that's only right that they publicly tell us what they're doing to ensure protecting our health from the millions and millions of clams and oysters that are found throughout the state. And we call on them to release that information to the public.
The DEP commissioner says that the department would put together an adequate patrol force and said that the department tried to work with the baykeeper but was left with no choice but to issue a legal notice of violation to force the removal of the shellfish from contaminated waters. The environmental group remains critical of the DEP's effort to improve water quality in the Raritan Bay. The removal work was expected to be finished by the end of the day. Ed Rogers, NJN News.